Hey guys, it's Ken Scott back with a different kind of episode regarding what some of these discount waiver companies are doing to people. As you guys are well aware, it's Ken Scott, Senior, U.S. Immigration Law Intelligence Analyst with Triple W, USEntryWaiverServices.com. And you know what we do, we clear you guys all across the board into the USA. So I got two guests here, and they're not on camera, but you can go. Okay. I like 10 minutes. No, no. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna tell her. But anyway, so sorry about that. So anyway, so we have two clients here, Jack and Jill, and they're going to tell you guys what happened. Apparently, they used a discount waiver company in the past called Scotia Pardons. As you guys are well aware, are no longer in business. And you guys already know why they're not in business, because apparently they scammed a lot of people. But Jill spoke to another discount waiver company, and I want her to tell you guys what her experience was like. So Jill, if you want to tell the audience what happened when you call.
So when I first called Pardons Canada, I inquired about the price and what they do, what they would do for my husband's waiver. They said it would be $1,100. It would take 6 to 10 months. My husband would only need to go get his fingerprints, and they would do everything else. We did have a trip planned coming up in July, so I had asked if they were able to expedite his waiver, and they said that they could. It was an executive package for $2,300. This would drop the wait time down to 3 to 6 months. Do you want me to say the name of?
Yeah, you can say it.
Okay. The first person I spoke to was Andrew. He also offered to write my husband a letter if we wanted to enter the US before getting the new approved waiver. The letter would say that my husband's waiver is in the middle of being renewed, and it will be approved. It will be approved for another 5 years.
What did his now? That was called humanitarian parole. What he's referring to, parole is done at the discretion of the officer. The supervisor on duty has to decide whether he's going to approve the parole. If he says no, hubby could very well have gotten arrested. Mm-hmm. So that's bullshit. And they only do paroles if it's an urgent humanitarian reason, like if mom was on her deathbed or something. But they say vacation, they say go somewhere else.
Yeah. So then I decided. So after he did that, I ended up speaking to Andrew's coworker Brian to make the payment because it all sounded good. And then I had asked him if this letter that Andrew had offered would in fact work for my husband. And he said he would never recommend that. It could turn bad, and they could actually give my husband a 5-year ban.
Yep.
So I left that, and then I decided to email Andrew back before making the payment. And he said his coworker was basically just using a sign of caution. That it's highly unlikely that we would receive a 5-year ban, that they would still allow my husband through because it's in the process of being renewed. He has a 5-year, he's already been approved for a 5-year, and then it just didn't seem right at all. And then that's when I got a hold of
us.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we always tell you guys, trust your gut, because that's straight BS. There's no guarantee you get approved for parole. And when you're at that port of entry asking, if the supervisor feels like you should not be there, they can and will arrest.
Yeah.
And or give a 5-year ban. So that right there was a big risk. Luckily, he did not take that. And it's BS about this expedited waiver, because once everything is ready and submitted to the American government, they take as long as they want. And you saw the email earlier from the guy, and it says right here, if I can read off. We did a video about this the other day. A client emailed the ARO, and they wrote back saying, your application is on file with the Admissibility Review Office. It is currently pending further review. Due to the individual circumstances of each waiver application, there's not a set time frame to give as to when an application decision will be completed. So anyway, this couple, they have to leave soon. So we just want to do this quick video to you guys. And we keep telling you guys out there, start believing the bullshit from these cheap waiver places back east or wherever. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear to collect your money, especially the ones there in Ontario, and the one that's operated by the Mellow Fellow is one of the worst ones. I won't say the Mellow Fellow's name, but Mellow Fellow knows who I'm talking about. Oh, speaking of that, guys, he just reminded me of something. The Mellow Fellow, you don't know who this is. You guys, where are you guys right now? What city are you guys in?
Surrey.
You're not in Surrey.
Delta.
No, you're not in Delta. I should say, what country are you in right now?
Oh, Canada.
No, you're not. You're in England right now.
Oh.
This is England. You didn't know you were in England, did you?
No.
There's a wanker online. He's telling everyone that I'm in England. So
That's hilarious.
you're in England.
Oh, awesome.
What a short drive to England. That's for sure.
Andrew actually did say that basically for when we were talking about that letter, and I was questioning him about it, he did say, also threw in to keep in mind that the US wants to keep renewing my husband's waiver because they will always be able to collect that $585 US for the waiver fee. So that it would be just like they would basically always approve him. There would never be an issue.
No renewal. It's always a new application.
Yeah. And which I didn't find out that there was no renewal
The
until I spoke to
reapplication.
you, and it's a reapplication, which makes sense because it's literally the exact same step when we first did it.
Yeah, so it's
Like,
the application is considered the first application. Yes, they see you have a history, but we have people who've had prior waivers. Well, not us, but then they've gotten denied when they did their own.
Mhm.
Because each applicant is a new officer, new set of eyes, new opinion.
Yeah.
So common sense should say, if it's a new set of eyes, new opinion.
The crazier thing is that they were going to charge us double the price for
Yeah.
the chance of me potentially
yeah.
going to jail.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, crazy.
And for expediting it and getting it in 3 to 6 months. Like,
There's no way on this
like
planet.
thank God we didn't do it.
So, but we're doing you guys' case for free, and we told you guys. I think I told you in the phone what we charge.
Yeah.
But I won't say it here in the audience, so the discount waiver companies won't take that and use it. But I think you guys are getting a good deal, and it's good for us
Yeah,
too. So,
definitely.
all right. So I know you guys got to get running. All right, again. So, guys, so it's Ken Scott, Senior, U.S. Immigration Law Intelligence Analyst, www.usentryWaiverServices.com, and that's 888-908-3841 or 604-562-8140. The administrator's right here as well. Say hi if you want. You want to show the hand if you want, like you always do it. There.
There you go.
I guess I have 2 hands or 3 hands. But all right, guys, have a great day. Live long and prosper. And we got to get running here. Why you should be denied entry to that country. So, if you're denied entry to the United States for criminality, maybe you had a bar fight, or maybe you were accused of, I don't know. It's okay. You didn't do it. This is what you want to do. You may need a U.S. entry waiver. You may, or you may not. If you do, you want to use sendittoken.com. Sendittoken.com. And once you use sendittoken.com, we can get you cleared to enter the United States. Does not matter what your conviction is, whether it's for or
Nothing is
doesn't matter.
impossible.
Why? Because we're there. You need us.
I gotta tell you, folks, wait till Hulk Hogan comes out here. The roof is gonna come off the Bell Center here in Montreal. As the anticipation builds, you can feel it. The legendary Hulk Hogan is a heartbeat away